Well, is October of, was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. But I was riding up to one of the clubhouses that I was a member of. And when we got there, I was helping with traffic. And this distracted driver kid ran into me, ran my foot over, and broke my foot, and cut my elbow open and stuff. Got a couple stitches, and I was in one of those air casts for a couple months. So.
Coming and did you you're like, oh crap, this kid's not paying attention?
So it was weird because I didn't see it coming. I was actually turning to walk back to the side of the road, and as I was turning, that's when the car hit me. So I had no idea it was coming, but I stuck the landing. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is the anger, and then after that subsides, then you start to use your head, and you're like, at least I'm still here, at least I'm still alive, and I told him through a mutual friend that, hopefully he learns from this and no more distracted driving, and, because next time it could be somebody else, and that guy wouldn't be so lucky. I was, sitting on the side of the road, and the ambulance came, and they put me in the back of the ambulance, and once I got to the hospital, they got me stitched up and stuff, and then put me in a wrap, and then I went back to the clubhouse to get some stuff, and then got a ride home. It was actually kind of cool the way Christensen Law stepped in, because I had already known through a couple friends of mine about the law firm. And just one thing led to another, and the very next day, started communicating with them, and I took a huge weight off my shoulders, and my stress level went way down. They made sure everything was taken care of. So the first time I talked to, I believe it was Sarah. She walked me through the process, helped, kind of like I don't know how to say it, like an intake, getting my information and stuff. And I talked to Dave. Dave, he's a funny guy. I like him. We got along, good rapport. But any question I had, all I had to do was call or email or text. I mean, every branch of communication, it was covered. So, but I mean, literally, they basically held my hand through the whole way. I didn't really have to think about anything. They took care of everything. It's pretty awesome. I mean, I've had a pretty full life, and people like that, Dave and Sarah and the whole firm, it's few and far between. You think, first thing that pops in my head when I think of lawyers, a law firm, is, ambulance chasers and money, money, money. But I never felt that way with Christensen Law. I mean, just they had me at ease from day one. I mean, I had enough stuff to worry about, and they told me, don't worry about it. You have any problems, let me know, and it was taken care of. Kind of put my faith back in the lawyer system, because, like I said, I always thought of them as ambulance chasers, and it's pretty much what they're portrayed in the movies and stuff. So you got that certain stereotype, and they pretty much shattered that stereotype. I was very impressed. I mean, you think one thing, and then it just totally 180 degrees, and you're like, wow, that there's actually companies and people out there that actually do the right thing, and they do. They made sure the right thing was done. It cost me absolutely $0. That was one of the things I'm like, I can't afford a lawyer. And that's one of the first things they said, you don't pay anything. We're going to take care of this. We're going to take care of you. And they did. Everything they said, it was spot on, straightforward. Absolutely. Anybody, any friend of mine or acquaintance, if they're injured, the first thing I'm going to do is reach out to them and say, "Hey, I know Christensen Law. They took care of me, and I'll guarantee they'll take care of you. If you have any problems, if you end up in an accident, if you get hurt, if you need somebody to talk to, I would say Christensen Law would be one of your first phone call. I mean, from start to finish, they take care of you. Basically walk you through it, hold your hand, make sure you're taken care of, your stress level's down. I couldn't ask for a better company, law firm, to help me out.
Hey, Rich, on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, how many stars would you give Christensen Law?
6. I would say 5 out of 5, no doubt, hands down. I would give Christensen Law 6 out of 5 stars. I mean, I could do what I want, so I will.